Mm-hmm. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time zone you're in or what time you're watching this video. Today, we are back with Diana Ankudinova, and this is Thank You, Forgive Me, which I'm already excited about because there's like a red and blackish theme going on already, and y'all know how I feel about that. You know, if you look around the screen currently, there's a lot of that happening. And Diana is amazing. So, without further ado, love you all. Let's jump right in, shall we? Let's go. This is a very somber feel to it.
Ведь ты не ходила, думала, как буду смотреть в твои глаза, когда скажу слова. Браслеты стеребила, пока шла, забыла, что с тобой себя нашла.
Damn. Oh my God. Okay, hang on. Holy man. First of all, the music is so like, it's so somber. And then there's like this like melodicness to it. So it's like almost like a hypnosis of devastation. Is kind of how I would picture that is music. But then the way she opens up, this is a song essentially I'm guessing about like when you love someone so much, but it's just time to let go, and you had come to that conclusion, and in that moment where you decide this is the end, it's where that starts to feel like, oh man, did I make a mistake, right? But you know that it wasn't a mistake. There's probably things that led you to that moment, but that immediate feeling of loss that you have just tears you apart from the inside out. And she does such a good job vocalizing that, because there's like a hollowness in the way her voice rings out in the moments where she's singing these notes. And it starts off very like quiet, but then it almost starts, it kind of, as we got to the chorus there, it's almost like pleading with herself though, right? And something she said there is like, when the snow starts to melt, right? That's such a beautiful, like, just metaphor for the feeling of like when you've been in a relationship that's not working out and you've decided it's the end, you almost begin to numb everything else out so much that it's like everything is just cold. You're cold, and there's like ice around your heart. And then in the moment where you say, no, this is the end, it's like all of that suddenly, all the good feelings start to just rush in and flood you with the idea of this might be a mistake. This is not the way it should be. Oh my God, what have I done? And it's like the feelings might be defective or deficit. I don't remember what she said there, but like that's such a perfect analogy where like you believed that this is the end and it needs to be the end, and you are probably correct. But in that moment where everything starts to actually fall apart in the relationship, where things start to break, that's the moment where you're like, was I mistaken? And then all the good memories flood you, and then you remember all the love is like a talisman, which is such a beautiful line because it's like warding off all the darkness. But it's like that feeling that you had at the beginning, you start to remember it now at the end, and it's this cycle of love and life almost, right? Oh man, wow, this is beautiful. And I love like the way she looks in some of the scenes. She's got this like white shirt on that almost makes her look like a ghost, and it's like a ghost of either herself or her love, right? And that you can see, and she just looks so upset, and it's such a visceral visualization of what it feels like to be at the end of a relationship that just couldn't make it, but you wanted it to so bad. And yet at the end, saying goodbye still hurts as a result of that love that you shared. Damn. Okay. Oh, it's called a mood video? That's perfect.
было ничего, но не был наш закончен диалог. Моргать я не могла. Во дворе лавочка в центре, каждый день рядом, сейчас на пределе. Так обидно, все проблемы зря прятали. Во дворе мы на лавочке в центре, каждый день рядом, сейчас на пределе. Так обидно, все проблемы зря прятали. Хотелось выбросить момент, когда в объятиях навек мы разошлись, и чувства стали как тебе. Любовь была как оберег, я думала, что человек не будет создавать флешбэк, но тает снег. Спасибо, прости меня.
Bro, holy smokes. There was this one shot where she like descended. Oh, where is it? I want to find it because it was so good. But that bass drop. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about the music first before I go looking for the shot. Well, one, it's such a beautiful metaphor for just like the love crashing down at the end. Like we talked about this a second ago, but she does such a great job of kind of carrying that forward here. I really like this part at the end where it's like even the person in the relationship said you're not to blame, right? That it's just the way this is going to go. And at the end, even though we fell apart, don't worry because it's not your fault. And that feeling almost like when that happens in a relationship, it almost feels worse because you almost want that person to be mad at you. You want them to be upset at you so that you can have some sort of almost like closure in a sense, but it's almost like by them being so kind at the end there, it hurts more because now you feel like you wounded someone who maybe didn't even deserve it, even though whatever led up to this moment was definitely deserving of an end of the relationship. And it's almost like the bass kind of carries that reverb of the echoes of those thoughts in your mind. And that's why as we get towards the end of this song, it's like bouncing in your head. It's literally like the bass is so heavy. It's almost like the emotions kind of like echoing and rebounding in your brain and just jumping around in there. And all that feeling is characterized by the music itself. And then her lyricism is just beautiful. And I love that. Like we get this section here. Okay, there, I found it. Like this, look at the descent, look at the color change, look at the eyes. It's almost like she's demonizing herself in as a result of what happened in the relationship because it ended like the way that it did. It's almost like she feels like she's the perpetrator. And she feels almost like demonic in that sense. And watch how she descends into it. It's so cool. Oh, this music, man. Dude, that's such a brilliant shot. And it really is what happens is like at the end, if you're the one that chooses to end it, oftentimes you feel like, did I hurt that person so much? And is this my fault? What could I have done? But as she's thinking this, a lot of it comes back as like all those problems that we've overcome for nothing, but it's not for nothing. Think about what that means. All the problems that we overcome, that means there was a lot of problems in the relationship to begin with, and maybe it wasn't working out for a reason. And yet still, all that you can think of is we overcame those. Why did I do that? That felt like it was for nothing. And as a result, you feel like you're the person who was your own worst enemy. And you feel like you've hurt this other person as a result. And you literally feel like a demon. and we get this shot of her with like the hollowed out eyes, completely black. Everything is now grayscale. What a brilliant choice, man. I hope you don't mind. I want to listen to this from here again just to the end because God, the music just epic, man. And even the deepening of her voice, like she's becoming more demonic. Right. Everything just gets loud in your head. I thought it was ending here. And then we get this just deep hit. I love that she's like cold. Damn, even that, like, thank you, forgive me. It's like, thank you for giving me that, almost like a pardon, because this person has said, don't worry. It's just almost like they're saying, you just haven't been in enough relationships to realize that problems occur in every relationship, right? And then, but it's also forgive me because it's like the pain that I've caused you. You're not even forgiving yourself, and that's what leads to this moment of darkness and deep thought and this heavy bass. Wow, that was epic, man. And I really love all the visuals. I love that, like, when she's in the deepest moments of her thought, it's like raining, which is just to symbolize the sadness, and everything is more like dark colors, really heavy shading, because it represents the darkness that's in your mind in that moment. It's so good. Wow. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that your week is better than your day, your month is better than your week, and your year is better than your month. Love you all, and I will see you on the next one.